Hello students, once again welcome to English Literature Classroom. Today my topic is The Sound Machine by Roald Dahl. This topic is for class 12. I already discussed up to page 112. Today I am going to discuss page 113. Okay, once again remind you the name of the book. It's ISC short stories. Okay, Echoes, a collection of ISC short stories. Now let me recap a little. Clear? The Sound Machine is the story of an amateur scientist, Losner, who is obsessed with sounds and wants to capture the sounds which are inaudible to the human ear. The main purpose of Losner is to capture those high-pitched sounds which are inaudible to human ear. The other place mentioned is his garden at the back of his house, an open space ideal for listening to the sounds. It is here in the garden that Losner first hears the shrieking sound made by the stem of a rose plant when his neighbor Mrs. Saunders plucks rose flowers. The third place mentioned in the story is a park where Losner takes his sound machine to test its usefulness, and it is in this park that Losner hears the shrieking sound made by the tree. When he hits it with an axe to prove his discovery, he calls Dr. Scott in the park and gives the second blow on the trunk of the tree. This time, a branch falls from the tree and destroys the sound machine. Thus, the story begins and ends with sound machine. Now, let's start from here. Okay, what did it sound like? Now, what did it sound like? Losner leaned forward slowly, slightly, staring hard at the doctor. Now Losner is asking the doctor, what did it sound like? Means you had heard the sound in the machine, or what did it sound like? Exactly what did it sound like? Oh hell, the doctor said, I really don't know. Now what's the doctor's reply? He doesn't know. Okay, I was more interested in getting out of the way. Let's leave it. Now doctor is telling my only interest was to get out of the way. Okay, the branch was falling and I had to save my life. Okay, I just ran. I don't know anything about the sound. Dr. Scott, what did it sound like? Again, Losner asked the same question. Dr. Scott, what did it sound like? For God's sake, how could I tell? What with half the tree falling on me and half to run for my life? And what was the doctor's reply? The tree was falling on me and I have to run for life. And at that moment, I could not hear anything. The doctor certainly seemed nervous. Doctor was nervous. Losner had sensed it now. He stood quietly still, staring at the doctor. Now he stood quietly still, staring at the doctor. And for fully half a minute, he did not speak. Okay, half a minute, he did not speak. Doctor moved his feet, shrugged his shoulder, and half turned to go. Well, he said, we'd better get back. Look, said the little man. Now his smooth white face became suddenly subbed with color. Look, he said, you stitch this up. Now, Losner is telling the doctor to stitch it up. He pointed the last gash that the axe has made in the tree trunk. Okay, the axe had made gash in the tree trunk. And what is the doctor telling? What is Losner telling doctor to? Stitch it up. You stitch up that quickly. Don't be silly, the doctor said. And doctor said, all these are nonsense. You do as I say, stitch it up. Losner once again telling, stitch it up. Losner was gripping the axe handle and he spoke softly in a curious, almost a threatening tone. Now Losner is speaking in a threatening tone. Stitch it up. Don't be silly, the doctor said. I cannot stitch through wood. Now what is the doctor telling? I cannot stitch through wood. Come on, let's get back. So you cannot stitch through wood. Okay, now he's telling that you cannot stitch through wood. Losner is telling, no, of course not. Doctor is telling, of course not. I cannot stitch through wood. Have you got any iodine in your bag? Now Losner is asking doctor, have you got any iodine in your bag? What if I have? Then paint the cut with iodine. Now Losner is telling that if you cannot stitch, then paint this cut with iodine. It will sting, but that cannot be helped. Now, look, the doctor said. And again he turned as if to go, let's not be ridiculous. Let's get back to the house and then paint the cut with iodine. Now, doctor is telling that let's go back to the house. But Losner is determined and he's telling the doctor to paint the cut with iodine. Okay, look here, he's telling paint the cut with iodine. Okay, Losner is telling the doctor. Up to this much, and in next class, I will teach the last page of the story, and in this way, the story will end. Okay, until then, goodbye.